Berenstain Bears Visit Big Bear City by Mike Berenstain. One fine morning, deep in bear country, something big was about to happen. The bear family was going on a trip to visit Uncle Bob and Aunt Gwen in Big Bear City. As they neared the airport, a huge jet zoomed over. "That's a Bear Bus 2000, said brother. "Wow," said sister. "It's humongous." "My oh my," said Mama. This was the family's first trip to the big city. Things would be quite different from the quiet corner of bear country. In fact, things got different right away. As soon as they boarded the plane, Sister looked around at what seemed to be a big room full of seats. It looked like a little movie theater. "Where's the plane?" she asked. "This is the plane, sweetie," said Mama. "We're inside." "Wow," said Sister. "It's humongous." The plane took off and quickly climbed. It flew high above the clouds. Brother looked out the window uneasily. "What keeps it up?" he wondered. "It's quite simple, really," said Papa, folding his napkin into a paper plane. "You see, the angle of attack in the airflow increases pressure under the airfoil while—" "That's okay," said Brother. "I think I get it." "Any time, son," said Papa, pleased. After many hours, the plane landed safely at Big Bear Airport. As they left the terminal, Uncle Bob was waiting for them. "Welcome to Big Bear City," he called. "Uncle Bob," said Mama. "So good to see you." Warm bear hugs were shared all around. With luggage stored, Uncle Bob whisked them away. The tall buildings of Big Bear City loomed up ahead. "Wow," said Sister. "They're huge." "Oh my," said Mama. They drove across a long bridge with tall towers. "This is the famous Brooklyn Bear Bridge," said Uncle Bob. "It's one of the longest bridges in bear country." "You know, a fellow once tried to sell me this bridge," said Papa. "He said it was a steal." Uncle Bob laughed. "That's an old trick city folks play on country folks. I hope you didn't fall for it." "No," said Mama. "I talked him out of it." "Yes, dear," said Papa, grinning. Uncle Bob pulled up in front of an apartment building. A bear in a fancy uniform helped them out. "Is he in the army or something?" wondered Brother. "No," said Uncle Bob. "He's just our door bear." Aunt Gwen came down to greet them. There were many more bear hugs. "We're so happy you could visit us," said Aunt Gwen, showing them upstairs. After they had settled in, Uncle Bob suggested they go sightseeing. "We'll take the subway," he said. "What's a subway?" asked Sister. "It's a train that runs underground," explained Uncle Bob. "Oh boy," said Brother, who loved trains of any kind, underground or not. They went down steep stairs to a railway station underground. There were places to eat and shops down there. Soon the subway train came in and they got aboard. It was very crowded. "Hold tight," said Aunt Gwen as they sped away. "My goodness," said Mama. They came out of the subway onto a bustling city scene. There were huge signs with flashing lights. There were cars and buses beeping and honking. There were police bears directing traffic. There were street musicians playing drums and saxophones. "Goodness gracious," said Mama. "What a crowd." "This is Bear Times Square," said Uncle Bob. "It is the busiest place in Big Bear City." "I can believe it," said Papa. The bear family made their way through the crowds to a ride in Grassy Park. There were flowers and fountains. There were cool ponds with shady trees. "Ah," said Papa, "this is a bit more like home." "This is the most peaceful place in Big Bear City," said Aunt Gwen. "I can believe it," said Mama. They all climbed onto a horse-drawn carriage for a ride around the park. The ride took them to the foot of a very tall building. The bear family gawked up at it. It seemed to touch the sky. "This is the Empire Bear Building," said Uncle Bob. "It's one of the tallest buildings in bear country. We can go to the top to enjoy the view." "My word," said Mama, looking up. High on the observation deck, they could see for miles and miles. "That's the Statue of Liberty on her island in the harbor," said Uncle Bob. "She welcomes all who come to bear country seeking a new, better life." The bear family gazed in awe as a symbol of freedom for bears everywhere. "Gosh," said Papa, with a tear in his eye. Later, the visiting bears strolled down Bear Way. Dozens of theaters were putting on shows. "I have tickets for the famous musical Les Miserables, said Uncle Bob. I've always wanted to see that, said Mamma happily. The show was spectacular. A huge cast sang and danced their hearts out for hours. What was that all about? Wondered Brother when it was over. I don't know, said Papa, but I love those songs. He whistled a tune from the show as he danced his way down the aisle. The bear family was very happy, but very exhausted. They slept as soundly as only tired bears can. The bear family had a wonderful time in Big Bear City. But all too soon it was time to go home. Uncle Bob and Aunt Gwen saw them off at the airport with many another bear hug. You know, said Papa as they winged their way back across bear country, Big Bear City is a wonderful place to visit. But after all, there is no place like home, and the rest of the family agreed with him.